how to start it. Yeah.
Careful.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. So set your rev up and down for the engine. Okay. Down. Up. And then on the remote. You got pump forward. Light needs to turn on. Light needs to turn off. Reverse.
It sucks back, yeah.
Stroke limiter. I'm screwing in like a water faucet. Okay. Yep. And if you screw any more, it stops them.
It goes faster, exactly, more strokes per minute. Más pistonazos.
Why I want you to take that is because a lot of guys will leave it all the way in, and in the morning you tell them to turn it on, you're like, ah, it won't pump. It won't pump. Go for your agitator or reverse. Yeah. Forward. Back. All the way out, right. You're pumping. All the way. All the way. Okay, the reason why I mentioned this to you, you're going to run across the guys, no, you turn the engine down and you turn this up. You can on newer because of the exciter pump. You see where the pump sucks in right from the tank here, and it comes right, you see where the cooler is, so when it returns the oil here on the return side, all it does is it goes from this pump to the filter to the cooler back to tank. That's all it does. So now if you lessen the revolutions of the engine, the lesser your cooling power, and the lessening the cleaning.
So that's why you got to keep the engine all the way up.
Always to efficiently cool it.
RPM got to be all the way up.
It doesn't matter how many yards, it doesn't matter, no matter how fast you're doing it.
You want to control the speed of the pumping, it's going to be here.
If it's too loud, then you wear earmuffs. It's too loud. You know what I mean? Put some earplugs in or whatever. But
no, that's fine.
I mean, but you always, a lot of old guys, 60 plus, the older pumps you could do that. The newer ones you can't.
What about this is going to be for the
remixer in the hopper.
Okay, the remixer in the hopper. But this is forward, this is reverse.
Now there's no real.
Every time you're going to be pumping, you got to be keeping it.
Doesn't matter.
Either in either direction, it doesn't matter.
A lot of pump guys think when it's a reverse, it's pulling material towards the cylinder. No.
Right now, it just keep the thing.
Just either one way or the other.
The pedals are not big enough to pull material away from the S-tube,
Okay.
You got your fuel here. You know where your fuel is at.
Yes.
And then you got your oil, your dipstick, the cooler, and then this is the filter. And then you're going to see this in the morning. It's going to get in the yellow. You can't read it in the morning. This is when you get done washing up, you read it. Okay. After the oil is hot, because remember, cold oil is hard to suck. So you're going to see it go up. Every time, since you're were you in Tennessee?
Alabama.
Alabama, okay. So in short of it being below zero, you always run with your fan on, because what's going to happen is you're going to turn your fan off to warm the truck up, or the pump up. The first truck gets there.
This is for the fan?
The fan, correct.
Always keep it on.
Okay, but this one is going to be automatic. Or I got to keep it down.
Yeah, you keep
the fan on. There's a temperature sensor, but by the time the temperature sensor works, you're overheating.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you just keep it up? Always keep it up.
Always.
Keep it up.
Just keep it up. Like
Yeah.
You're pumping always. Yeah. Now when it gets cold, you know, you're gonna hear a lot of guys. No, you turn the fan off and let the machine
No,
warm up, and then you turn on. They never remember. You would do the first 3 trucks, you come back to the thing red hot. Whoa, shit! I forgot to turn the fan on.
No, you gotta keep it up.
Keep it on. I suggest
So
you.
this is gonna be just for the reverse. Then you go back in reverse. That's right. This
Reverse.
forward. This is to pump it. That's
Correct.
right.
So when you see a light on, that means it's engaged. So you go, that's reverse, and then off reverse. You take it off, it's in forward now.
Gotcha.
Off and forward.
Record that.
Yep.
What about this?
Okay, so that's for the manual panel. So here is for this panel to work and the remote.
Over here on this side. To this side. Okay.
This side. In the middle, nothing works.
Okay.
No switches, nothing work.
Okay.
Okay, and then over here, it's for the dummy plug. That's if theoretically if you had a wire.
The wire we used to have,
So
we don't have them.
We don't have to worry about it. We have
Right.
it over here.
And the reason why the holes are there, if you go on a job that has a lockout and tag out process, you must use that, and then you would lock it out every night, so nobody can flip it and start pumping with it.
Okay.
This is for jobs that have that. If it don't require, then leave it alone. You don't have to lock it. You block it up one night, and then you're gonna forget about it.
Okay. I think I know.
But here's a lock that
Okay.
you use.
Harold, the greaser.
I know the. Okay.
The greaser.
The greaser, just have a central greasing. It's on a timer system. You hit the initiator for 2 seconds, and you'll see the greaser start coming on.
So I can do it up by hand.
Manual.
Manual,
But it's
too.
on a timer too.
You have it every 15 minutes, right?
Right.
No, it's automatically right now the way you got it set up.
Right,
But
but
I can still do
manually,
it.
yes.
So if I want to do the every 10 minutes myself. just
Correct.
I can
Correct.
push
You can
button.
hit that. Right. And then the timer will start counting then. Boom, 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 boom. 15
I'm gonna
minutes.
start counting when I do it. Okay, got it.
Every time you do it. So if you hit it and wait 10 minutes, because it's set to come on in 15 minutes, you hit it again,
It's gonna wait another 15 minutes.
another 15 minutes, right.
Okay, got it. Got it.
It comes on for 4 minutes.
Okay, what about the control? Teach me how to do control. I know this is gonna be easy. How you start?
So this is just a direct representation of what you have up here. So you turn the key on, turn the power on, you're going to see the light start blinking.
Okay, when it's blinking.
Right, it means it's connected. And then you got pump forward, the light comes on, off, the light goes off. You got reverse, light comes on, pump forward. On this model, when you hit stop, it cuts them all off.
Okay.
You must go back into reverse again if you want to keep going to reverse.
Okay.
Once you stop it, it takes
what
it
do
off.
you? What is the reason why do you use the reverse on the pump? Just to try to get
Take the main pressure, yeah, in the hose, right. Take main
Let's
pressure
say,
off of it.
let's say we got clog one hose.
Correct.
You use the reverse to try to get concrete back.
That way you all can open your
I find out
hoses.
where it gets hard and where it gets soft. I know where the plug is. Put reverse. One stroke in reverse. Take the plug, shake it out, put it together, or you pump it.
Okay. You put it reverse, take the power off. Make sure to clean the hose
Right.
first.
Anytime you break
put it
the
back.
system open, always reverse.
Okay.
Anytime. So I keep the pressure on to find the plug, and then I take it off.
Okay, so
And then you got
throttle.
You got increase.
This is for the throttle.
Right. And
Going up.
decrease.
Okay. And what is this?
Doesn't work.
Dummy plug. Right.
Okay, it's not.
Nothing.
So the only thing I have to worry about, make sure that I have to be when I crank the engine.
Throttle up.
And then I'm gonna start pumping.
Stop. Hit reverse. Then hit pump forward. And
Perfect.
reverse. When you hit stop, it comes out of reverse.
Now it's gonna be forward.
Whereas if you use the box, if you leave it in reverse, it stays in reverse. It's just an override, so you don't accidentally hit reverse when you hit forward. That cuts off this and the receiver unit.
I can cut it out.
Correct. If you want to come over here. Turn it off. See the two lights there? The code is off. I'll turn it on and you'll watch it. It's on. Right, so if I hit a button,
Now you get a signal.
I can get a signal. The light is blinking.
Okay, yeah. That's easy. I understand now everything. I was trying to do.
It's a very simple, it's a very
And I
simple
told you
process,
about
yeah.
the test. What that does, it switches over, or it'll hold pressure.
Well, tell me it again, that way I won't forget.
Okay, so if we got it running, if I hold it, I'm gonna get bad pressure. If I hit it again, it's normal. But I can switch it over manually. Boom.
You got it on wireless.
Something blue.
In action.
So the 238 controls the pistons. Boom, boom, boom.
238.
So,
Yeah,
238,
which are
right.
these right there.
This one right here.
These feed wires here go to your puck switchers. When you had that little tape down there, those wires lead into the first block. So you see the wires coming in, and then these go to your forward reversing valves until the pistons switch. Boom, boom, boom. Those go to the hand valves.
Okay.
From there, one signal goes to your the K238.1 goes to the slewing cylinders.
Okay.
So when he gets a signal and it fires off one, and then it jumps across the board and tells it where that relation is to where that piston is.
Okay.
So when that relay is backwards, it gets a fire on both sides instead of just one. You understand?
Okay,
so
yes,
the signals
okay.
are fighting each other. Boom, 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 boom.
So that's why he wasn't
Right.
switch. Well, the only thing I know we got some problem with that. He was switching everything by hand. The pump, he was pumping him.
He didn't
And
call
I-
nobody and ask them, and they tell him about the
And-
238.
We took the pump one time to do service in Atlanta, and I don't
CPS.
know. They mess with it there.
Yeah, those relays are supposed to be upside down.
I think he got to be the only person because my guy really he's no.
And
Okay,
it'll-
so
it'll
these
work for a
two,
while.
they gotta be backwards,
Yeah, and those are
basically,
relays in there.
just as they are right now.
So this one like this one goes down.
That is
upside
correct.
down.
Mhm,
Yeah,
upside
they're
down.
Upside down.
One it goes up and the other one goes up.
There you go.
Upside down. See?
To receive
This
the
one goes up and this one goes down.
yes.
Correct.
Okay. And now.
Now we can do the
So that way we can switch manual.
the pistons. Yeah.
Correct. So every time we would switch this. I'm doing that. So in theory, what I'm doing is I'm interrupting the circuit and telling it that it's at its furthest travel with this button.
Yes, I know. You're doing that instead of be just a signal send it out to them.
Correct. Now, this works a bonus to you. I'm going to tell you this, but it's going to get you in trouble now. A lot of guys, you're going to hear, no. If you get a plug, you can pressure it out and just boom, boom, boom. And what it does is because there's a 600 bar spike pressure that transposes through the hose in about a half a second. Boom, boom, boom. So it pressures out at 200 bar or 250. It's got 600 back here. The only thing is, you got a big rock in it. You're forcing it further and further and
Yeah, you
further.
gotta be careful with that. You can use it, but you gotta be very careful with it.
It's going to get you in more trouble. If you get a plug, it's best to stop, shake it out, put it back together, and keep pumping. Don't try to force it out.
Yeah, we know what I'm saying.
But you're gonna hear, especially if you hire a seasoned operator, you go, oh yeah, boom, 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 hit blow somebody up.
Yeah, you blow the hose.
Right.
We'll blow the hose.
Right, that's $500 you lost because he's too lazy to get out there and shake it out. But mainly this was for me to test the system. Mainly.
Yeah, pretty much. We're not gonna touch. We're gonna leave it as it is. We're just gonna pump it back.
Correct.
Forward.
So-
we need to be back because. we
So,
got a
and
plug.
you know,
That's all we
if
need
a
to
sensor
know.
goes out, you know manually you can do it. You watch the piston come back, boom. Piston come back, boom. if one of the proximity switches goes bad. So you know what?
Yeah, if it's any problem with the proximity switch, I
Correct.
can do it because that's what it sends the proximity switch. They send the signal here to check.
Exactly.
That's pretty much it. If it
Correct.
one of those things goes wrong, I can do it manually.
Manually,
I can
correct.
pump.
Right. And they have, yeah. Well, they have an override kit you can buy. You have to get with Edward and see how much they cost. But if you lost the battery or the alternator, you could put this kit on and it's got a button. Instead of using that, you can use a button.
We don't want to.
It's like about $400 or $500. But
No, thank you. So I'm
trust me, you'll have a blister right here.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Got it.
That's all I need to know. That's
Perfect.
It. That's all. That's it.
And that's your key to unlock the box. Here.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna unlock the box if I got a problem. I'm gonna call you. You're gonna see me in video. So I don't have to even mess with you. Okay. Real cool. That's it.
And you drain your water box every day.
Okay.
Every day, because as the pistons get hot, it sucks up water the next day. You know what I mean? Because the glands will expand and contract, expand and contract.
Okay.
That water goes in the cylinder. The first time you stroke in the morning, it returns it back to the tank.
Okay.
You always get water in here, so you always drain this every night when you get done with your job.
And once, maybe every 2 weeks, once a week, he needs to clean the condensation also.
What's the condensation? What is?
There's a low part in the tank here. If you on the other side, go on the other side. On the other side. You see it? You see a little nipple sticking out?
Right there on the corner of the tank, you see a little nipple?
Right there.
En la esquina del tanque, esa cosita,
Right,
ahí,
yeah,
eso.
yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yep, you just crack it loose a little bit. You get a little bit of water, and when you start getting oil, shut it down. You do this about every 2 weeks.
So this is fully hydraulic oil.
Fully
I
hydraulic oil.
I have to take that.
Yeah, because what's gonna happen is the oil is gonna get so hot that you're gonna have condensation inside of it.
Ya va.
Then your
Okay.
oil level.
Okay, I'm good.
And you got a little temperature gauge in here. You can look at.
Okay. We're good, brother. Thank
You'll
you.
know when it gets hot. You'll walk by it. Oof, it's hot. You'll know it.
I'm good. So, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Don't forget that you're gonna give me la cosa del rollo.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You're supposed to change the piston.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did it yesterday, but I don't know, some